We have a real range of participants here tonight across secondary school up to sixth formers and adult supporters. We'll do our best here to give everyone something to think about. We at Form the Future are obsessed with all things careers, and it's our mission to not only help young people think about their next step, but to provide young people and their support networks with more information on what the world of work looks like today and what opportunities exist after school. To this end, we're going to spend a moment setting the scene before you hear direct from our guests about their individual journeys and experiences. It is important for all young people to stay in learning after 16. This can take place in different settings and can include schools and colleges and through work with training, such as an apprenticeship. There will be support available to young people with learning difficulties and disabilities within all of these pathways. Many young people move on to full-time college or study programs when they leave school. This gives more time to build skills and qualifications to help with moving into work or independent living. Supported learning is usually full-time vocational education at college, which is pre-entry and entry levels and foundation level courses. Usually learners progress upwards through the different levels a year at a time. So how do I know which level my son or daughter is working at? At your child's annual review of their education, health and care plan, you will be told what level your child has achieved. This information will also be provided in their end of year school report. If you're choosing to prepare for work, you could join a supported internship or traineeship. Supported internships are specifically for young people aged 16 to 24 with an EHCP, an education, health and care plan. They combine experience of work and qualifications in a personalised programme. In Cambridgeshire, supported internships are currently offered by Cambridge Regional College at their Cambridgeshire and Huntingdon sites, the College of West Anglia, City College Peterborough and Peterborough Regional College also offer courses. Traineeships are workplace experience for 16 to 24-year-olds. They're shorter programs starting from 6 weeks long that can help prepare you for an apprenticeship. There are also bespoke programs. Some learning or training providers offer personalized programs for young people with an EHCP to support their personal development and progression. Employment helps people to be independent. It allows us to be part of a community and benefits our health and well-being. Official statistics from the employment of disabled people in 2021 state there are increasing numbers of disabled people in employment in the UK, up by 390,000 between 2019 and 21. The number of disabled people in employment is now above pre-pandemic levels. The longer-term increases in disability employment can be linked to three main factors. One, an increase in the disabled population. Two, a stronger labour market prior to the pandemic. And three, a narrowing of the disability employment gap. The following three industries account for 42% of disabled and 35% of non-disabled workers. Human, health and social work. So this can include a wide variety of roles in health and care, housing, childcare, family support and counselling professions. Wholesale, retail, trade and repair of motor vehicles. So jobs include customer service roles, pharmacy and shop assistants, buying and choosing products for shops to sell, advertising, marketing and sales. And education. And this can include teaching at all levels and ages, including preschool, primary, secondary, adult education, learning support assistants, technicians such as art and science, BSL tutor, librarian, museum assistant and outdoor activities instructor. Generally, the higher the qualification a person has, the more likely they are to be in work. Having a disability or health condition can make life more challenging. However, with the right job, you can flourish. You could be working full-time, part-time or freelance. The world of work has changed, so there are now more remote working and flexible roles that allow you to work from home. Whether you're looking for an entry-level position or a high-end career, there are many options. We looked at some suggestions on recruitment websites at some of these amazing jobs for disabled people. All of the roles have varying requirements in terms of education or experience. Having a disability can't keep you from any job you're interested in. As long as you satisfy the requirements of a given position, go for it. If you have a disability or health condition, you can apply for an Access to Work grant from the government. It aims to help more disabled people start or stay in work. It can provide practical and financial support if you have a disability or long-term physical or mental health conditions. This could start with communication support for you during a job interview, such as a British Sign Language interpreter. You can get help to fund special equipment and support workers to help you settle into your new role. If you're not able to use public transport, it could pay for things like taxi fares. And access to work mental health services are available through Able Futures or Remploy. The amount of help and support you can get from access to work will vary. To see if you are eligible, you can apply online or speak to a disability support advisor at your job centre. You can also get independent expert help and advice from organisations such as Scope, the Shore Trust, or SEND-IASS. Many employers value the skills and diversity of their workforce and sign up for the Disability Confidence Scheme. When searching for apprenticeships in employment, you could filter your options to specify disability confident employers. All public sector jobs are part of the Disability Confidence Scheme. So if you apply and are suitable for the role, you will be guaranteed an interview. However, all employers must make reasonable adjustments to make sure all workers with disabilities or physical and mental health conditions are not substantially disadvantaged when doing their jobs. Reasonable adjustments may include changing the recruitment process so a candidate can be considered for a job, doing things another way, such as allowing someone with social anxiety disorder to have their own desk instead of hot desking, making physical changes to the workplace, like installing a ramp for a wheelchair user or an audio-visual fire alarm for a deaf person, letting a disabled person work somewhere else, such as on the ground floor for a wheelchair user, changing their equipment, for instance, providing a special keyboard if they have arthritis, allowing employees who become disabled to make a phased return to work, including flexible hours or part-time working, and finally, offering employees training opportunities, recreation and refreshment facilities. Using a recruitment agency can be useful when searching for a job. A recruitment agency acts as the middle person between the company looking to employ someone and an individual who is looking for a job. Their aim is to find the most suitable person for a job vacancy. Agencies will know a lot about the company whose vacancy they are helping to fill, so they can offer inside information before an interview. Good recruitment agencies will prepare you for an interview, offering tips on what to ask and sharing information on the culture of the organization. Some agencies have exclusive access to jobs that would not otherwise be found through an online search. Popular job websites include Indeed, Total Jobs, and the UK government Find a Job website. There are some specialist websites that support individuals with Send into Work and help you find employment opportunities, such as Even Break. Disabled job seekers can be confident that employers who have chosen to place their vacancies on this site are serious about looking beyond their disabilities to identify what skills they have to offer. Careers with Disabilities is a disability-friendly jobs board and has accessible careers resources. STENG, the Social Training Enterprise Group, is a Cambridgeshire partnership that works alongside people who are disadvantaged within society, and particularly within the labour market, because of learning and physical disabilities, sensory impairment, or poor mental health or mental illness. The STENG partners are organisations that also have a social purpose, for instance, providing supported work experience, accredited training, and increased opportunities for lifelong learning experiences. Planning for your future career is an exciting process, but can also seem confusing with all of the different options available. So it's important to start thinking about you. Some questions to consider. Do you like being with people? What kind of environment suits you, inside or outside? Busy and noisy or quiet? Are you creative? Do you like working with your hands? Are you methodical? Do you like things to be in order or working with numbers? Employers don't just look for people who can perform a set of tasks. They're interested in your skills and abilities. Your skills could have come from previous roles, unpaid work experience, voluntary work, training, or your personal life. Knowing what your skills are is one of your greatest strengths. An example of a well-known job role where there is variety is nursing. You could specialize as a children's, adult, or mental health nurse. You could be working full-time or part-time. It's not always long shifts or physical if you do not work in a hospital. For example, you may work as a school nurse or in the community as a health visitor, or in a care home, a doctor's practice, or as a dental nurse. Or if you love working with animals, you could train to become a veterinary nurse. Speak to your school or college about your next steps. Local colleges offer a wide range of information on courses and the support they offer. They may be able to offer you an appointment with a careers advisor. Cambridgeshire County Council has lots of useful information on their website on your local offer to help with preparing for adulthood. They also have a moving on booklet and a moving into work guide with lots of information on different options for learning, training and employment, financial support and benefits, and your rights. It also links to other helplines and useful organisations such as housing options and mental health support. The 14 to 25 additional needs team has 2 job coaches covering North and South Cambridgeshire. Job coaches work with young people with additional needs to support them in gaining work experience, help them apply for and gain supported employment, and offer careers guidance. Disability employment advisors work with young people from age 18 upwards to help you find work experience and employment, and can advise you on any benefits and support available to help you get into and stay into work. Okay, so that is our presentation. We will now move shortly on to introducing our speakers. But before we do, I have a couple of plugs to shout out. One of them is our feedback form. We like to host these events and make them as accessible and enjoyable for all of you out there listening to us. And your feedback really helps us to do a good job. So if you can click the link, which should be shared with you in the chat very soon, you can click on that and open it in your browser. And then at the end of the event, it would be great if you could fill out the feedback form for us. That would be brilliant. We also have an event in the summer, which is all about NHS careers. So if you could click the link there, you can register for that. That's for anyone aged 13 and up. And it's a 2-day event, and it goes into all the different careers in the NHS. So please have a look at that as well. But now we've got 5 minutes before we get started. So I'm going to hand over to our speakers this evening, who will tell you a little bit about who they are and what they do. And then we will move into the booths where you can hear them in more detail. So let's start with Abby. Hi, Abby. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good.
If you'd like to just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi there, my name's Abby Taylor, and I am the Education Manager at the National Stud in Newmarket. The National Stud is a commercial stud which not only is home to many breeding mares, stallions, and we have multiple foals at this time of year, but also an education provider which really aims to develop the skills of individuals over the age of 18 who wish to work in the thoroughbred breeding industry. Newmarket is home of racing, and we really would like to be able to develop individual skills who are really keen to work in racing or bloodstock.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Abby. Okay, let's move on to Emily. Hello, Emily.
Hello. Yeah, I'm a development editor at Cambridge University Press and Assessment. Cambridge Press and Assessment is only recently gotten even bigger, so I used to work at an academic publisher. Now we're not only doing academic publishing, we're doing research, qualifications, assessments. Have you heard of OCR or IELTS? That's what we do. So we will do anything from education to ELT, which is like English language teaching education. It's very varied. We have everything from like warehouses to office work to practical skills to editorial skills and financial and HR, publicity, marketing. I could go on. I don't know. It's a ginormous company now. But yes, that's it.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move on to Vicky. Hello, Vicky.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Vicky Jameson. I'm the Recruitment Manager at Cambridge City Council. We are a local district authority running many services such as housing, street cleansing, finance, car parks, customer service, right through to environmental health, and everything in between. So we have a wide range of roles and opportunities, and also support with apprenticeships, work experience, volunteering. We're looking at T levels and all manner of things. So there really is something for everyone. We're a disability confident employer. We've retained that status for 3-4 years now. So we're really keen to put ourselves out there and share the opportunities that we have, get to know you, answer any questions that you have, and see if there's anything further you'd like to explore in terms of employment or learning opportunities with us. So thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you, Vicky. Okay, Michelle, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
fantastic.
Oh,
So
that's good.
great to hear you and see you. We've had some technical problems earlier, so it's nice that we've got you here. So if you tell us a
Yeah,
little bit
no
about
worries,
you
yeah.
and your employer.
Yep, so I'm Michelle. I'm from the Prospects Trust at Snake Hall Farm. So we're a fully functioning farm. We also sell our produce at the farm shop we have, and sell the produce at Unwrapped in Ely as well. That also has adults with learning difficulties within the shop as well. So it's all under one umbrella, the farm and the shop in Ely itself. So I'm an administrative support worker at the farm. That's a new position that they've created recently to get adult or young people with learning difficulties within the office itself and learning agile. So hopefully into the future they can go on within a job role themselves.
Brilliant. Thank you, Michelle. And last but not least, we have Sam and Emma, I think. So hello.
Hiya, my name's Vicky and this is my colleague Sam, and we work for Cambridge United Community Trust. So we are the charity that works alongside the football club. So we're at the Abbey Stadium right now, and we do work out in the community and in schools, working on young people's mental health, giving them a good education, using kind of sport as that tool of interest to see if that's another way they can spark some education pathways. We'd like to talk to you a bit more about opportunities in playing sport, whether it's football or a different sport, to build some confidence and get to meet some new people. We've got volunteering opportunities if you'd like to get involved in maybe coaching or some youth work. And then Sam will talk to you a bit more about our university programme as well. So that's us.
Brilliant. Thank you to all of our speakers for your introductions. It is now 10 to 6. You may have seen on the left-hand side that it says now on the Expo icon. We are just about to move over to the Expo, which is where you can meet all of our individual speakers on their own, and they will deliver talks to you all about what they can do to employ SEND individuals. I have seen that there are some technical problems in the chat. We're very sorry. Hopefully in the booths, you will have more luck and you'll be able to listen to our speakers and everything will be a bit clearer. So it is now time to close this session. And you are now welcome to click on the Expo button and choose who you'd like to listen to first. There'll be 3 20-minute talks, and I will broadcast reminders to tell you when to move to the next speaker. So right now, you should head over to Expo, and I will remind you when it's time to move. So I hope you enjoy your talks, and we'll see you soon.